Medical systems engaged. Morphine administered.
Oh. Hey everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Black Mesa. In the last episode, we had wormed our way through some old tunnels, looking to reach the Lambda complex. Not knowing how far we had to go, we ended up encountering various enemy forces. A new enemy, a gigantic, very ugly, tooth-filled fish. Got a new weapon, a tranquilizer gun, quote-unquote, to not kill people, but it throws them 100 feet or so when you slam one of those incredibly powerful bolts into them. So much for tranquilizers. It's pretty much just a heavy crossbow. And we were captured. At the very end of the last episode, after battling off some rather sneaky girls in stealth suits, we got punked by 2 Marines, who thankfully decided that they weren't going to just put a bullet in us and then get rid of our body by leaving it here, but drop us here while we were alive. I guess they're practicing to be evil villains in charge of some sort of facility if they're just going to assume that we're going to die after what they did to us. We have no weaponry now. We are injured as well since that blow to the back of our head. So we gotta start all over, equipment-wise. Now, heads up, I'm just continuing to record from the previous session, so once we go outside, which will happen in a few more seconds, I'm gonna put a small break here. It's so promising. Outside is so close, but we've been outside once before, and it did not look like a very nice place to be. Okay, I'm trying to mount this, and it's not working. Let's see. Let's have to do the drop. We can't afford to take that fall. That's a little too much damage. We might die from it. Alright, guys. Let's go outside. We won't be out here for too long. But it is nice to see fresh air feel fresh air and see the clouds above us briefly. And everyone, I'm going to put a small break here. I will be right back. Alright, guys. I'm back. It's been 2 days. Let's pick up where we left off. Maybe we should be glad that they never finished assembling the pipe here. Looks like they were in the process of doing so. I can't tell if that's supposed to be the same type of rock as this, or if that's just some sort of clog. I wonder what's inside that pipe. It can't be the same material. It can't be. It's got to be something different that's in there. Maybe they were replacing all of this. We're going to worm this around in this direction instead. Man, looking down at my life, we're down to 45. I just realized that. We got to be kind of really careful here. Well, that's an opening, so that's our way in, because we're not leaving the Black Mesa Research Facility. Oh, Gordon, why did you miss that?
Lacerations.
Oh, well, he tried to defend himself. He even stuck the pipe directly into his hand, but it just didn't work out for him in the end. Alright, so we have one other head crab. I guess that one died? Went in the water? Unless he had killed that one. We didn't notice it because it was behind the ridge. Oh, thank goodness. A little bit of life goes a long way. I hope to make it so. In the base game, this was a timing puzzle. You had to... A puzzle? You had to pull a lever outside, then run up to get into this as the water was draining. And if you waited too long, there was a wooden platform here which would descend, and you would be heavily injured or could die if you fell onto it from too high a spot. Here, they've made it more realistic. Although, well, is that true? I would have expected something like this to be on the outside of this, as well as on the inside. We had heard on the intercom, way back when we reported to work, that the residue processing facility is operating at 100% efficiency. Hopefully that means this is a nicer place. Nope, it's not.
Oh, shit.
Or at least it's seen better days. Wow. Flames and what looks like toxic sludge. Oh! Several of the guards have fallen already. Oh! And that one guard didn't make it. He got picked up, judging from the very content sounds of that barnacle on the roof. Man, it ate him quick. Okay, we'll go that way later. Let's go this way first. So this must be where they are doing experiments on waste. Toxic or chemical or radioactive in nature. Judging from the green glow. Does radioactive waste actually glow like this, by the way? I wonder. I've never actually have seen any. Never been around any, thank God. I'm just curious. I mean, it doesn't look healthy. At all. Oh! Good for you, Barnacle. I did not even see you. As obvious by my exclamation and walking directly to the tongue. I should be looking up, I suppose, a little more frequently. Oh man, this is where I begin getting a little lost, as it were. I'm not 100% sure what's ahead of me anymore.
Power 80%.
Okay, that's good. Our suit is recharged to full. We're still a little hurt, though. Hopefully someone else has stored some med packs down here, or there'll be a health station somewhere here. I would imagine most people here would be wearing HEV suits. Or to work in this place. At least if they're out where all that other... where all the guck is located. Don't step into the tongue. Oh, I don't trust the barrels. Oh, but you know what? We can use this to kill a barnacle. Oh! This is the... I didn't even notice this. This was the one that killed the guard. I thought it was that one. It was right above us the whole time. I don't trust any of the barrels. You know, thankfully, the barrels don't do any more damage to an area like this. Or actually... Oh, I don't like where that is. I don't like the explosive canister next to the fire. Or that one, for that matter. But it does. They don't seem to... At least they're not going to combust. So this must be some other highly flammable liquid they're pumping through this, where it's exposed to air. It gets set on fire? Yeah, a little bit of vandalism. Oh, that's probably where we're going. I could probably have enabled the filter again, by the way, guys, for this radioactive area. But on the off chance it does matter somewhat, I will leave the radiation filter off. It wasn't in the base game. It's a really cool effect. I like the look of it. To help really remind you that you're in such an area. But we can't afford to risk having the game lag. Why would there be anything up here, Tim? No one's going to store anything up here. I'm trying to convince myself to not explore up there. So we lost all our weapons, as I mentioned earlier. So here's our current bullets. 8 in the magazine, 51 left over. We don't need the battery, but maybe he has some magazines near him. Okay, so I'm not sure about the proper way of how we're supposed to do this. After much trial and error, I'm going to step directly into the fluid, apparently, and then miss my jump. Well, okay, we're going to have more trial and error then, Tim, because you just messed this up immediately. The issue I have... This is a bit tricky because of those beams. They're going to stop me from jumping very effectively here. And I don't know another way to do this. Let's see. Actually, we can probably leap onto this and ignore that altogether. Okay, we want to go there next. Oops, well, and I missed it. No reloading. No reloading. So if we fail this 100 times, you guys are going to get 100 times of this. But I don't think we'll get... I don't think that will happen. Okay, so for this one... we can fail the jump, just like that. So they actually made this a lot tougher, I feel, than in the first game. This is probably due to my not understanding how exactly I do this puzzle. In the base game, this wasn't here. That makes it seem like we're supposed to get there somehow. But I don't know how to do that. This is blocking my attempt to get across. So we're going to instead fail that jump again. Can we do this a little faster, Tim? Haste makes waste, and in this place there's lots of that. Nope, this did again. I do apologize if this is annoying. I don't know another way to do it. Obviously, I'm recording all of this without being able to adjust your comments because I'm not a live streamer. So this means it's up to Tim's mind to figure out how on earth we do this. And I guess... No, that's... No. Maybe? Do we leap onto that right there? From there? If we fail this again, we'll make that attempt. Alright, not bad. Maybe you're supposed to, from there, jump on that? Gordon Freeman has incredible dexterity and agility in his suit. If he's just standing there, then he is aware of something that's going to happen here, and so we should be aware of something's going to happen here too. I had a lot more fire in this place. I think that was radioactive in the first game. Oh, actually, you would have to leap from pipe to pipe, because this would break in flame. You leap on the pipe over here. This wasn't there, and then the pipe would break and send radioactive stuff on top of you. It was just all. Gordon would get saturated with all sorts of awful substances in this location. I guess they're working on the viscosity of this goo here. Oh, we were just in that room. I guess in case you want to double back and explore a little more, though I can't see why you would really want to do that. Once you're done with one of these puzzles, you don't really want to do them again. Okay, much better. Now this is a part where I have not been able to do this without saving and reloading. It's really tricky. Let's see how well I do this time now that I'm not going to reload. In the base game, you had to leap across both of these, and there was a tunnel you had to get into, which looked like it would dump radioactive material into the last silo here. That's no longer the case, thankfully. But this is tricky. We have to leap onto that. Here we go. Yeah, so running across it and then jumping is really difficult. A lot more difficult than it looks. Because odds are you won't be allowed to jump at the very final second where you want to. What happened there is I hit spacebar, but my character was already sliding off the moving segment. And the game did not register my jump. Get on it this time. Okay, oh, that wasn't so bad. I would never be able to do this. My vertigo would activate due to the rotation. I get motion sickness very easily as well, and that's too much. I would die there. I'd like to think I could get through the rest of the facility, But that would do me in. Ugh. Wow. I guess they don't do much recycling of actual recyclable materials here, judging from the filth that's located there. I don't believe there's anything in these, but we're checking all of them anyway. We're desperate for equipment. Alright, nothing. We'll check both of these boxes too. Wow! Nothing. I usually don't trust moving. What is this called again? I want to say treadmill. So we'll go this way. If I can avoid being forced to make a decision, I'll do so. Ooh, what the heck? Can go from pipe to pipe to get down there. Thankfully, they hold my weight, and thankfully, despite the fact that they're curved, we don't have to worry about a Goody thing happening to us where we slip and hit our children. The frothiness on the side makes me think this water is not so pure. So polluted water? Yeah, this does not look very hygienic. So we put on our mask and in we go. Because there's no other path for us to take. Oh, wow. That looks really bad. So we will avoid the giant rotating razors that shred, I guess, any other garbage that makes it in there. Burning a bunch of, I suppose... What's what I'm looking for? Imperfections? Imperfections? Heating it up to kill any bacteria or what have you, I suppose. Waste treatment preliminary clarifiers. Well, we don't really have a choice. We gotta go back in this. So in we go. Right, that leads back out the way we came. It does. Okay, well, let's jump into the water. Hello. Ladder. I guess they expect people with hazard suits to go in here if they have ladders like this down here. Is that right? Or if you slip, this helps you get back up, but there's all this railing all over the place. Well, the railings help you walk around, Tim, to not fall into the fluid. But if you do, at least they give you a way back up. Hopefully a good, decent medical plan. Going back in. Stay low. Oh, stay really low. You know, there aren't very many hostiles here. I guess everyone was already killed and the creatures just left this area. Or whatever is causing this attack realized there's nothing in this facility and hasn't bothered to really populate it. It also doesn't know I'm here because we haven't had a whole lot of spawns trying to attack us here. Just outside the facility. Maybe whatever is here or attacking us is aware that this facility itself is dangerous and it probably doesn't need to expend any effort. I would love to reload the pistol, but 4 bullets, we can't afford to waste those. Ah. More supplies. We don't need the power. Oh. Machine gun. And so, oh my god. I'm sure that won't cause any trouble. Some satchels, some grenades.
Power level is
Oh.
100%.
Right. We needed a little bit of power. Almost at max bullets, which is very nice. I guess whoever was there was trying to make a small storage cache, try to wait out the invasion, but something got him. Okay, well, let's go back into the water. By this point... Oh, nice, a Magnum. They are probably expecting... They're probably expecting anything that could clog the filters to have been filtered out already. I hope we killed it. And that was a satchel charge we used. We did not. Okay. Bad toss on my part. Do we turn this on? I guess we have to, assuming we're going up one of those conveyor belts. I called them treadmills earlier. Conveyor belts. Let's see if we can get a better look at maybe what's on the other side of these. And that was one bull squid, so there might be others in this area. Does this turn off? Is it the spinny thing? It's the spinny thing, okay. A crusher of some sort, I think. Primary flotation. Waste treatment. Is there a secondary flotation? I guess there must be. If I remember, there were crushers here on each one of these in the first game. Kind of funny if we saw that leg show up here. down we go. So I've always liked this area, although it is a bit, I don't want to use the word frustrating. It's a bit different because it's basically an obstacle course, but I like it. It is good to mix up, to have some variety in the types of encounters you have to get through in games. I don't want them all to be the same, so this is nice. Requires some timing. Cool music too, apparently. MSW composting. Material recovery. I take it we're trying to get down to the ground level. Just take the conveyor belts and keep trying to drop down on them until we're able to do that. Ooh, I saw you moving around down there, head crabs. Can we somehow get you? Is there a ladder? There is a ladder. Nice. Got to reload after all. Oh, nothing down here. I guess if you fail to jump, you end up down here with a fractured leg and then head crabs to kill you. Ah, that's where we go. I can't make out any of the writing on that. Believe it or not, the first time I was here for Black Mesa, or the second time I was here, I completely never saw this. Sitting right there looking at me, this valve. To proceed, we have to move that fragment of a conveyor belt to that doorway. It won't open otherwise. Just a battery. Uh-oh. This looks a little painful. So I have to run through it. Woo! No damage! Holy crap, I think this is the first time ever in all my years of Half-Life 1 and this is, what is this, the second time through Black Mesa? Third time through Black Mesa? Oh, Tim! Oh my god, that was so freaking close. I didn't take any damage from that. Oh, I want that. But there's also some revolver rounds on that. So we have to go down there if I want those. Well, I made this really awkward. And that's not where we're supposed to go. Okay. Darn it. How do I get there? the ladder. And we made it down to the ground floor. Nice. Oh, could we just have... we could have just fallen off of this side? Is that correct? Yes, we could have. We came from that way, which is where the furnace was. So, I know, by the way, viewer, yes, I know, that we don't actually want to be on the ground floor. This is not the way out, but we'll explore it anyway. Thinking that maybe it should be. And nothing. There's no doors, no other passages. Really chopped. 18 frames per second down there. Alright, hold on everyone. My computer's being really choppy. I'll be back. Okay, that's a lot better. Sometimes it will just do that. I think it's... well, actually, no. The game itself did it that time. It's not because Fraps is running, although I've heard there's some issues with Fraps on modern Windows systems. But I still really like my very easy-to-use game recorder, video recorder. Oh, another satchel charge. Solid waste disposal. We've only seen a handful, yeah, of cardboard boxes and cans. This seems like a highly inefficient way to get rid of, like, a can. Fun! Fun to watch. Oh, wow. Oh. 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 I don't think I can... maybe we can? Holy crap. Oh! Darn it! I was about to say I did it in one try. Nope. Do it again. Oh, that sucked. That sucked. Man. You slide a little bit in the game. Nothing on the poor guard either. How would trying the handle stop this from opening that way if the board was on this side? How does that work? I mean, I'm glad it did, or we would have starved to death there. Oh, and we're back here again. So there should be that ladder here. Unless this is a different spot. This is a different spot. There was no stairs earlier. Yeah. Alright, take it, bull squid. Are you guarding anything? No. Well, you were guarding the stairs. We could have ran past it, I suppose, but I prefer killing the creatures. If we miss this jump several more times, I'll be glad to not have to worry about running past a bull squid. Unfortunately, I think we now have to do... yeah, we have to do the one... the incinerator again. Hope you guys like conveyor belts. I can do this again too. A part of me thinks this is a bit much to make you redo the entire thing if you missed a very final jump. but the Catholic in me loves being punished. Alright. We're back here again. It won't take us too long to do this, but we will slowly be losing life and energy if we have to do the incinerator multiple times. Okay, so we're trying this again. Whoa, whoa. Okay, done. Not so bad. Just one other time. I think there were laser trip mines inside some of these tunnels in the original Half-Life. Oh, wow! Well, that looks awful. It apparently isn't very efficient either. Whatever that is never going to get grinded up. It's only used to grind up meat, apparently, or somewhat squishy things. Why is there meat being dropped from up above? I guess there are other creatures in various other places here in residential processing. And they're being slaughtered by the facility. Maybe that's why the creature, or creatures, or group that's attacking us here isn't sending anything into this area, because it keeps losing forces here. It's a waste of time and effort. Oh, it doesn't do a really good job grinding them up. They just kind of collapse and then they fall right through. It's a really inefficient grinder. Lowest bidder. If you fall down there, you're dead, by the way, in Black Mesa. I think in the base Half-Life game, you actually could clamber out, but this area was a lot tougher because you had to do a running jump onto a ladder on the far side. I hate you. How do I not see those? So you're in the way. So in the end, they take all... In the end, all the guck and destroyed creatures or garbage or whatever they're processing ends their way into this vat of toxic waste, where it just floats. This is not really... I mean, well, it is waste processing, but it's not getting rid of any of the waste. This is going to accumulate. I guess that's actually supposed to be acid, which would dissolve whatever's left. Holy ammunition. Okay, some shotgun shells. I did not find a shotgun. There's ammo down here. I'm going to leave it down here. And everyone, that's it for residual processing. We're going to get a zone when we go up here. If I begin using a few bullets and we can make it back here to pick up some ammo, I will do that as a heads up. And I'll cut the recording like I did back in Apprehension, since it's just me zoning to get bullets and you guys don't need to see that. Well, I think you guys probably heard the sound of sound hounds. This is one of the trickiest ladder disembarks I've ever done. I think they're sleeping. And this was not something I expected in the first Half-Life game many years ago. The crates looked different in Half-Life 1. They were hexagonal, if I recall correctly. But as you can see, these look like they were put here to hold these creatures. And since the invasion just happened, like maybe a day ago, or possibly 2 days ago at most, these things have been on our planet before. Looks like he was repairing this. Electrical fence to keep them inside. A10 storage. A09, aux generator. So the A is the area we're in. 9th room. Not so we can't enter any of these doors that are red. They've taken more than just sound hounds as well. Electric, fire control, gas. So they're experimenting on these creatures to see what they're vulnerable to, amongst other things. I've never been able to bring myself, for this particular creature, to use one of those buttons. In the base Half-Life game, it was still armed and armored, and would break out of the container it was in if you spent a little too long in that room. Your Dr. C. Horn, your pizza is toxicology. Report to the administration for a lab research progress update. Dr. N. Ares, the specimen for today's work is ready for collection from aquatics. Dr. L. Tart, personal. Your requested records are ready for collection from administration. Please return them after use. A phony instead of Sony? No update in 36 hours. Okay, so that tells us it's been a day and a half since this whole thing started. I guess our suit must also keep us fed as well. Maybe there's some sort of IV in us, which has nutrients being fed. A07, minor xenos. Xenoflora. Not allowed in that one. Minor xenos. Let's go to minor xenos. Exoskeletal shell, mineral composite, aerosac, chitinous, elongated bone paths, Compound I. Acid sac contains mixture of chemicals. It has chemicals listed. Appears to be an odd version of this. Highly corrosive. Dissolves gold, forming arit. I can't pronounce it. Creature appears to explode after a period of time. Biological grenade. Aerolized form acid gas expelled. Coronal lens, crystalline cone. That must be its eye structure. Hairs? Pouch contains on average 6 snarks. They're called snarks. Egg sac, legs, mutagen membrane. The snark was a... I can't read what that says. Due to the aggressive nature and volatile physiology of the snark, it is logical to postulate that it is a biological weapon. Can we find a way to weaponize this creature? Dr. Vaughnan. Alright, that's good enough. So they're just using them as a corrosive grenade, as opposed to letting them run around. So let's talk about snarks briefly. You throw snarks. Snarks run around and attack anything and everything that they see, including you. So you gotta be careful if you decide you want to use them. Fantastic for throwing into areas that you don't plan on going in right away, that you're safe from, where you can't actually land a grenade very effectively or safely. I hear grunting, and I see head crabs. Was someone up there briefly? I think someone was. I completely missed them. The bull squid should kill all of the head crabs for us. Species 0199 appears to have not only significant decomplement of the prefrontal cortex, 110% increase in general brain capacity, but unusual neuron construction and synaptic pathways. I'm assuming this is a head crab that they show here. Dual dendritic neuron species 0199. Unless there's something else that we haven't seen yet. Uh-oh. Okay, but say I don't know where the bull squid went. An emergency, something got out, kill everything in the room. It doesn't look like it gets rid of any simply organic matter, though, based upon what we see down there. Nice. Sorry about that, Mr. Bull Squid. You killed all those head crabs for us. Nice. Oh, we must have picked up a crossbow clip at some point. I don't see any listing out here which creature was stored in which thing. And we can see what type of creature this is. Squid-like tentacle protrusions. Suckers. Chitinous teeth. Pinmore pupil. Anterior, I can't... Similar to gecko or alligator's eye. Unusually aggressive. Species 0124 seems to be a predatory... I can't pronounce it. Attacking other creatures within habitat. Spits similar corrosive substance to snarks, but in cell form? Cake form? Unusual something similar to leopards. Camouflage for localized habitat? Something, a reptilian theropod bovine squid. Bull squid? Thus, it has its name. Not going to be allowed in the girls' room. Biodome Facility, Floor 1. We are there. I wonder if the names here are the coders and programmers who worked on the game. Schrodinger's cat's over there. Nothing else I'm interested in. Oh.
Hey, buddy. It ain't no good up there. It's all sealed off. The only way out would be to find someone with scanner access who can open the front door. I'm pretty sure there's a few scientists hiding out somewhere in the labs. Maybe with the both of us looking, we can track them down and get them to let us out of here. Lead the way, sir.
Let's take a look around here first. If he's still alive, I'm hoping there's no other hostiles in the immediate area. Maybe they've driven them off. Dr. Bottomley, administrator. Any answers in this? Oh, looks like he didn't make it, assuming that is him. The Good News Bible.
You ready to get going, sir?
I guess it didn't really have much good news for him. The Hoover Dam. Specimen 4-TA. Is that... No, that can't be what we were just about to scan. That must have been a prior anomalous material that we have pushed into the giant thing. Let's go with thing as the official name for it. When we started the game. Budget A. Lab O. Optronics. Unacceptable.
Why are we still standing around?
80% of budget is on resources. 90% something Lab D. Why? What are they doing? What does the something tell them? What does it fail to tell us.
Man, how cool is this?
Anthony, please stop stealing my pizzas. Please use code concrete. I can't read it. I don't know if this is really cool. I mean, that's just a budget. If you never made a budget before, though, it is really cool to actually track where your inputs and outputs are going, so you can figure out how to save money. The same thing for weight tracking, which I began today. Fired up my old spreadsheets, put down my 180 pounds on that spreadsheet. I gotta lose 20. Oh, that's gonna take a year, assuming I don't relapse into old habits, Tim says, as it zones. Everyone, we're all gonna play for like another minute. I wanted to get to the lobby, clear it of any hostiles if there are any there, and then we'll call the session. It says you should watch out for Gordon Freeman.
Good shot. Good shot. Cupcake, playtime's over.
Let's leave him here so that he can guard this area. Oh! Hope he does a better job than his friend.
This is as far as I go.
I've always kept guards back in the base game. Like, I didn't really want to use them for fear of them
Sure
dying.
we're going the right way?
Alright, guys, but we'll stop here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all... Ooh. I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.